What is going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Let's check. Can you guys hear me? And can you see me? I see a bunch of highs, but I can be heard, I can be seen, I am visual, I am audible. Excellent, excellent. I am I am so sorry, everyone. We didn't have technical difficulties this time. At least the reason why it didn't start at 8 wasn't due to technical difficulties. It was legitimately due to me misreading the clock, and I thought that I was going at 9, not realizing that I was going at 8 and that I was now almost half an hour late. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Let's kind of see if we can figure out what's been going on in the chat a little bit, other than the sad faces of where is Unc? Let's see. Well, let's start saying hi to everybody. Hi Silas, hi Sticky, hi AMA, hi Ghost Valleys, LeBreton, IDK, Sauerkraut, Cruz. Let's see. 3, Ego. Finally, I showed up to the party. Jax. Let's see, who else? I think that gets us caught up. Ego, yes, I have been enjoying the pink refault. It has been my daily carry. I have been flipping, other than up until today, I have been flipping the pink refault that I had just gotten almost exclusively since I unboxed it. I have not been running regular throughout the day. Ethan's ballad songs through their paces. This has been my daily driver, day in, day out, ever since I unboxed it. I absolutely love this thing. And I haven't done anything with the weights either. So, whereas the Bowie blade, I filled it up with the weights because I was very handle bias. My preferences were very handle bias. But yeah, with this one, I left it stock, which is 2 weights in each handles, 2 empty slots. I'm seeing a bunch of cries. Is my audio still good? I'm laggy. I'm super laggy. I'm not showing any dropped frames. Can I show the thing, please? IDK, you want me to show what the other refault? I thought that I had understood that you didn't want me to, but it's up to you. Fine on your end. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I left this with 2 in, 2 out, and I'm digging the way that I can fan it. Kind of, it's still very handle biased, so fans are still kind of rough. But overall, I really like the balance of it, and I enjoy it. I mean, I still play around with these when I'm working on things in my office, but this has been my daily driver. Please, can you? Okay, yes. Other than the other day, last night, I got some 3D printed or 3D printable files for the refault, and printed them off right before I left for dinner. And when I got home from dinner, slapped them on the Bowie blade refault, and now I have a hot pink magenta Thomas Balisong refault with Bowie blade, and this thing fans so amazingly. I can just fan this thing for forever. Like, I love the way that it's balanced with the PLA scales versus the G10. And the way that the handles are kind of bowed out a little bit more, so they're more my octagonal preference. Just super sick. I've been loving flipping it. What's going on, Spark? Hello. You are actually very much not late for the show, because I did not get started until about, I don't know, what was it, chat? About 5 minutes ago? 7 minutes ago. Because for some reason I thought 8 o'clock was 9 o'clock. And I was just listening to music, idly flipping, ready to start stream when it was time. And then thankfully somebody reached out to me on Discord and said, "Hey, are you gonna go live?" Yeah, I was supposed to do that already. He called us chat. He has streamer syndrome. Well, the thing is, I don't know what else to call you guys. I mean, you guys don't have like a Bali Unc grouping nickname, and I'm not trying to get like overly cheesy on it. So I don't know. It's just convenient to call you chat when I need to respond or address all of you. But normally I'm just responding to, you know, individuals as we're chatting through stuff. Unklings. I could do that. It feels like it seems pretty cringe. It doesn't seem very natural to be referring to you guys as unklings, but Bally Neffs. Unklings is, I don't know. I'm perfectly fine with chat. If you guys are offended by chat, then let me know. But I think for the time being, we're gonna stick with chat. For the Bali Unc viewers, no, and seriously, I will call you guys, address you however you want. If that's what you want. Just let me know. If you want chat, if you want unklings, if you want I don't know. You tell me. How are my scales treating you? Like I said, flipping this thing is a dream. Because I've really been into the fanning, and I can just fan this thing forever. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, the scales are treating me very, very well, and I love the color. I finally have my hot pink magenta scales. Perfect, absolutely great. Plus, it takes some of that bean-shaped texture that you had with the or topography, I guess, that you had with the refault scales, and now it's made it, like I said, it's like octagonal, and it feels great. It's super easy to roll. It's thick, which is fine for me because I'm trying to learn things. So yeah, it's perfectly great. LeBreton has a Kraken update, or you need a Kraken update with regards to how I have been faring with the Kraken since I've been playing with it. Let me make sure I haven't been fliplings. See, 3, I like fliplings, but I just struggle with the idea that I'm gonna stumble on it every single time because it has a fliplings. Too many syllables. No, I don't have a Kraken. Well, when Ethan sent me my care package, he included a Kraken trainer. So yeah, I enjoy learning things. I enjoy learning things too. So since I've taken the blade insert out, I like the balance of it a whole lot more. It doesn't try to run out of my hands or fly out of my hands when I'm doing rollovers. I've been able to get kind of in a pretty decent flow state with it. You know, when I'm slowing things down and really working on paying attention to what I'm doing and making sure that I'm doing it right. So I'm not flipping for speed, I'm flipping for accuracy. And I mean, I understand why this is like a bread and butter. Everybody loves it. I mean, I'm not proficient enough to dial into everything to say, oh yeah, this is the gold standard clearly. But everything that I want to do on it when I'm slow and steady and taking my time and doing it right, it does exactly the way that I need it to. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing thing to flip when I'm in that, when I'm not trying to be fun, when I'm not like flipping to music that I'm trying to get kind of a groove with, but instead I'm just going real smooth, real steady, really working on the fundamentals. This is a really, really solid Bali for me to be flipping when I have that need. Because again, it does everything that I need for it to do. Uh, it just, it doesn't do anything amazingly well. Like it's not exceptional at anything, but it's completely what I need for everything. So yeah, that's my Kraken update for you, the libretton. How does it fare for you? Let's see. Oh man, I missed a bunch in the chat. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Okay, Billy or update. Enjoy learning things. Do. Okay. Um, have your thoughts on the Barracuda changed yet? So while I was doing my flipping of it today, so one of the things that I did today, this evening, or this afternoon, I had flipped through absolutely everything in all of my collection and what I was sent by Ethan, to get a feel of in the hand of everything and what I was really feeling comfortable flipping. Um, and the takeaway was that eventually, when I was doing my flipping very slow and steady and methodical, paying attention to what I was doing, um, I found myself putting everything on the, yeah, oops, this is good flipping for me right now. And the ones that it wasn't, I was putting over in my Bally stand over here. Everything that was flipping for me and I was feeling confident with, I left out on the table. And at the end of it, everything, okay, bye IDK, thanks for stopping by. By the end of it, everything was on the table. The only stuff that I had to put back was the Cerakote Mako and the Teflon cheese and Vulp, because my window is open and it's humid, so my hands are more damp than dry, and yeah, they're just it's too sticky in the hand, so I'm not feeling comfortable with them solely for that reason, not due to balance, because I'm feeling good with Gil right now. I'm feeling good with the Teflon Vulp, and I've been loving the cheese. So yeah, okay, so everything I deemed totally flippable. My stance on the Barracuda V2 at the moment is, again, totally flippable for me when I'm really slow and steady, but I don't like how, oops, that was a ring of shame. I don't like how, I don't want to say light it feels, because it isn't a weight thing, but it feels, uh, it doesn't feel dense at all. It feels very unsubstantial, by way of, I don't know, it just doesn't feel hefty. It feels very light. And because of it, I do find that it does try to leave my hand sometimes when I'm not really paying attention and when I start getting into my just mindless flipping. And it just, I don't know, it's very meh for me. I thought that it was going to be my Gil replacement. I can tell you right now that once I send this back, I'm unlikely to find myself flipping another one for a long time until I get to the point where I'm really proficient in my flipping and, you know, my skills are a whole lot better. And it may be something that I would want to go back to for a light ballad song to really have fun with. But right now, I struggle with a really light ballad song that has a very light feel in the hand, which is exactly what the Barracuda V2 is for me. So, yeah, it isn't that I don't like it. It's just I'm not going to need it in my collection at the end of the day. So, um, all right, that gets us caught up. Uh, let's see. Let me pull up my talking notes real quick. All right, so you guys saw that the uh, well, I guess you guys tell me. Do you want me to get into my to my flipping and talking through my notes, or do you guys want me to kind of go through and give you more impressions as far as like, you know, Ethan's stuff? Um, where do you want me? Because you guys had to wait so long for me to get the stream started. Now that it has started and you guys were so patient with me, I want to make sure that you guys get what you're looking for. So I'll be doing both. I'll go through all the ballets. I'll be flipping all the stuff, and I'll be going through my talking notes. But uh, where do you want me to start the stream? Let you know about how I feel about Ethan's stash. Okay, so let's see. Let's get my stuff set aside and just have Ethan's stuff lined up. I will tell you guys that I have put the spider knife away. I'm not flipping it anymore. I just find myself feeling like it is it's too rattly for me to just want to idly flip it and, you know, destroy something that isn't mine. So that's been put away. But I can walk through Ethan's stuff. I kind of already talked through the Kraken, so I'll set that aside. Same with the Barracuda V2, so I'll set that aside. Has the ranking changed much since first? Well, how about before I get into the ranking, I'm not going to rank it yet. Let's talk through my feelings of each of them and what has changed and what hasn't from an individual ballet perspective. And then we'll worry about ranking, because in all honesty, I don't know what the current ranking is right now. I haven't reassessed. I've just been reassessing each individual one. I haven't reassessed them as a group. So how about the Glider Arctic? So this one too is it's still very fun to flip. I love how dense the handles feel, how weighty they are, but they're so smooth at the same time. So it has a nice, because the blade is so short, you know, when I'm doing rollovers and stuff, they just want to stick. They want to stay right tight and close into my finger, which is perfect. So it doesn't fan perfectly, but rollovers are just a dream on this thing. I have been enjoying this very much. Let's see. And again, other than fans, which I don't really have heavy in my current flipping flow. Oops, that was close. So I'm not bothered by the fact that this doesn't fan. I can still sit and have a nice, decent flipping session with this, and be very, very content the whole time. there are some things I can't do. So I kind of lied. I have been cheating and I have been looking for opportunities for. Yes, Ethan did say that the Glider Arctic was his first metal balisong. This wasn't his first metal balisong, but this is the same model as what he had uh, gone into metal balisongs with. Um, hmm. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah. Oh, I've been cheating and I've been cutting the looking for opportunities to cut the no, not the blender, the Hellbent out. Um, when I realize that I'm doing that, I actively try to go back into doing the Hellbent, but with this Balisong, it's very hard to do that. So when I skip it, I'm totally fine skipping it with this one. That might be part of the reason why I think that, oops, why I think that this one is so fun, is because it gets me out of having to do the Hellbent. But all in all, I mean, I still really enjoy flipping this. This is great. So the Hellbent is, let's see, what can I do the Hellbent well with? Um, Maybe the rep. So the Hellbent is when you do a double rollout. You throw your middle finger in. Oh, let me make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So you do a double rollout. You throw your middle finger in behind the handle, and you bring it around your middle finger, zero G Chaplin style, while pulling it up, and then you do a Chaplin, I guess, around your or rollover around your index, and then it comes around and closes. So it's basically like a cherry picker, but instead of doing the whip a rollover at the end, you just bring it to a close at the end. And then I go into my rollover behind the 8-ball uh, blender. And then I forgot what I was just doing. Anyways, oh, it's a trick. Yes. All right, so let's put that back. And then the Vulp Pro, I really do enjoy flipping it. My only critiques that I ever had with it were the fact that it doesn't feel as premium as the others do. The others being a much more dense, a much more like you can feel metal, whereas this kind of, I mean, it has a metal cold touch to it, but the sound of it just gives a very plastic feel. And then with the G10 that kind of gets your fingers off of metal texture. I don't know. It just, yeah, but that was my only I would call not gripe, but negative thing that I had to say about the Vault Pro was just it didn't feel as premium as the other ones do. Um, but it's completely flippable and it does everything that I need for it to do. Um, Completely able to, go through all of my current combos with it. So yeah, definitely been enjoying flipping this. Let's see. I bought an authentic tsunami yesterday. Excellent. How exciting. Was that from the most recent drop that Squid announced at the end of the week, where they did the oh they did the Nami and then they did something else. It was a trainer, I want to say, but I can't remember what it was. That is very cool. That is very cool. All right. Then let's go to, we'll do the squid trainer first because I think Stitch is where we ended last time. What's going on, Glacier? How's it going? Just 1 second. All right. All right. So squid trainer, very, very dense, very, very heavy. But so is the blade. So, or the handles are very dense, very heavy, but so is the blade. So, I mean, I don't understand how this is considered to be slightly handle bias, borderline neutral, because to me it feels exceptionally handle bias, which makes it completely flippable to me, or for me. But it just, it's hard to explain. It kind of feels like it's trying to jump out of my hands at times, but not in the ways that a blade bias or neutral balisong typically does, like during those rollovers. This, I don't think I tend to have issues with rollovers, but maybe I'm misremembering, and that is where it's sliding out of my hands because I do feel that I keep having to physically pull it back in with my fingers when I'm tossing this around. Ouch. Squid trainer is very neutral. You can feel it in the chaps. So, meaning that you can chap it really, really well, or that it tries to fly away, or because I have no issues with chaps on this. I mean, I love the sound of it. It sounds absolutely, absolutely amazing. It's, I mean, I love pulling it out because it is so fun to flip because it's, oops, because it's so different. And I like different. Different is fun. And sometimes, you know, you want, it's kind of like what I was saying, the opposite of the Kraken. Sometimes you want something that's fun. Not because necessarily it's a struggle or a challenge, but it's just, oops, it's just, it feels, it's interesting, it's fun, it's, yeah, I like it. So yeah, definitely enjoy playing around with the trainer. Love the fact that when you're done playing with it, or the squid trainer, when you're done playing with it and you close it and put it away, you still hear it ringing for another, you know, 2, 3 seconds. It's great. Uh, I'm not saying that the Kraken isn't fun. I enjoy the Kraken. I have fun flipping the Kraken. Um, when I say fun, I'm talking like the fun of the glider, where it's so handle biased that it's comical. But because I can flip it, because that matches my flipping preferences, um, it's overpronounced and it's fun. Whereas like the Barracuda V2 is so airy, and I'm not used to light. I don't want to keep calling this light, but it just this is not fun for me. This is a chore, but sometimes I need a chore, and it's less of a chore when I slow down. Um, yeah. So yeah, I do have fun with the Kraken. I do flip the Kraken when I'm like, you know, jamming out to music and really getting into the vibe of it. Um, no hate here on the Kraken. I don't think the Kraken is boring. I just don't think the thing with the Kraken for me is that there isn't anything that it does so exceptionally over exaggerated that it puts it in the fun category. Like again, the glider, fun for rollovers. The Stitch, fun for fans. Um, this thing, because of the weight balance of it, it just It fans like a dream. And that makes this fun. It's not my best flipper, and this is going to be hard to explain. I've tried to work it out in my head, how to put it into words. It feels long. It feels abnormally long, and because of that, I find like when I'm doing the shortstop, the handles get in the way. They don't clear where I feel they should, um, and like they slam into my fingers. Where I don't think the handle really should be. It just feels like it's long. And I think the reason is because the sandwich or the, uh, sandwich design and the thin titanium makes this so thin in comparison to like, the squid trainer, which, I mean, at least would feel substantially thicker in the hands. So because it feels thinner here, it feels like, or my brain thinks that it should be thinner, lengthwise, but it isn't. So I think it's just, my mind's playing tricks on me, but that is a sensation that I get when I'm flipping this is just sometimes what I'm trying to do, I struggle with because it feels like the handles are longer than they should be. I don't know, it's strange. Oops. Let's see. I'm back. I made nachos. Awesome. Would you like to share with the class? I would love some nachos. Um, all right. Yeah, so now let's see. Can I figure out what my current order is? Hmm. And then the question is, do I talk you guys through that order or do I lay it out and then do a reveal pulling it into frame? Do you guys want to hear me talk through my order or my ranking of these right now? Gotta sharpen my Kraken again soon, LOL. Are you gonna do another stream for it? Um, let's see. I can say that Stitch is no longer in the #1 spot. I can say that the trainer is definitely not in the #1 spot. The Stitch is going to be above the trainer by way of my ranking. The Vulp Pro is going to be above the Stitch just right now because of what my preferences are and what I'm trying to accomplish with my flipping. I can do what I need to do with the more of the things that I need to do with the Vulp Pro. No, I'm not, because I can do all of the things that I need to with the Stitch. It just is sloppy, and that's just something I need to train on or practice on. Because I can't justify putting the Vulp Pro above the Stitch. The Barracuda V2 is going to go south of the Squid Trainer. The Glider is going to go between the Vulp Pro and the Squid Trainer. And the Kraken takes #1 spot. So that is my current ranking of Ethan's ballad songs right now. So right now my ranking is the BB Barfly Barracuda V2 is lowest on the on the list, followed by the Squid Industries Squid Trainer, and then next is the Glider Arctic. Next is the Nibalis Vulp Pro, then the Bandage Stitch, and then the Squid Industries Kraken. That is where I'm as of March 7th, 2026. That is the current Bali Unc ranking of Camaro EE Ethan's ballad songs at the moment. All right. Let's see. All right. So, you know what? Let me think. No, I'm good. All right. How are we doing, everybody? Are we ready for the talking notes? Any questions about any of the stuff that I've been flipping? Honestly, let me check on things real quick. I answered them. Okay. Um, let's see. All right. Cool. All right. So everybody has bad days, but there are some people out. Okay. So here's the thing. So as you guys saw my stream, the what do I call it? The a chill Saturday stream. This time started with I love you. So I kind of wanted to get into and unpackage that a little bit because as you guys know, when you guys are leaving as we're wrapping up chat and shutting down stream, I always say the same thing. I always say, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. See you guys in the next one. And I say, I love you. So the thing is, so I decided, because I was thinking about it, and I don't want that to be like, a catchphrase. That's not like, that's not what that is for me. That's not why I say it at the end. So I figured I wanted to kind of unpackage that a little bit and talk through, why I say that to you guys at the end of every stream. So I started the stream title out with "I love you," because that's what we're going to talk about. Is that. So the thing is, everybody has bad days. Sometimes, but there are some people out there that have more bad days than good days. There are some people out there that don't feel seen by the people that are in their lives. And there are people out there that never in their daily life hear the words "I love you" on a regular basis. Yeah, so that's the starting point. There is the knowledge that these people exist that meet these three categories. As I started working out my talking notes for what today's stream was going to be and how I was going to kind of attack those three categories of people and what it is that I'm doing and why it is that I say I love you. Um, I started thinking about it and kind of came to the conclusion that I don't really have real content that I actually put out there these days. Every now and then I'll work on a clip and I'll drop a clip, and that's cool. And I guess that makes me a content creator. But I don't really, if you think about it, I don't really do YouTube videos per se, and I don't really do YouTube shorts. I just do these streams, and then I leave the streams out there as video on demand so anybody can go in and watch them later as though they're videos. But technically speaking, you know, they're not. They're one and done streams that people can go back and watch at a later point. So I've kind of, so I don't really think of myself as a true content creator per se. I've kind of pivoted to being, you know, what I would consider to be more of a host for what I try to make, you know, an area of the Balisong community specially tailored for those groups of people that I just talked about, you know, at the beginning, the people that don't have, you know, those good days often, the people that don't feel really seen and valued and appreciated, the people that don't regularly hear I love you. LeBreton says I should stream more. You got a tripod now? Oh, did it come in? That's excellent. I know you were excited to have that come in. Very cool. So yeah, instead of being like a content creator, it's more of like a you know, hosting these streams and trying to make an area of the Balisong community special, tailored for, you know, these people that need someplace to feel seen, feel connected, feel valued, and be able to have a good experience. You know, so that's what I do. That's what it is that we try to accomplish here. And you know, I thank you guys for regularly coming by and you know, tuning in, hanging out for 30 minutes plus while we're trying to figure out technical difficulties or ADHD difficulties or whatever the case may be that makes you guys wait 30 minutes at a time for my streams to finally start. You know, so you know, that's what we try to do. For the people that have bad days, you know, I've gone through bad days, you know, a fair amount of my life where it felt like I had more bad days than good days. You know, I can understand that. You know, so when I have those bad days, I try to approach those, you know, with a very intentional and very analytical mind, with intent on finding the most proactive and positive approach that I can take to better my situation. That's what I try to do when I find myself in those types of bad days. So I try to find opportunities in these streams to sprinkle in, you know, a little of that optimistic, you know, outlook and positive approach. You know, that's kind of what I try to do for those people that are having the bad days. Is, you know, maybe I can help in, you know, in the way that I work through that. Let's see, what is going on in the chat? Are you guys just talking? Oh, sour. I haven't forgotten about that twirling video. Just have been busy and ADHD, and it's a lot of work for me to focus on tutorials, but I'm still planning on doing it. Okay. We love you too, Unc. Oh, thank you, Ego. All good, brother. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Where did I leave off? All right, so people who have bad days. Next, for the people who don't, is that right? Yeah. For the people who don't feel seen, I've never really been good at making and keeping friends. I've not really been quiet about that. Um, you know, so I know how it can be to feel not, or I know how it can be to not feel like anybody, cares whether you're there or not. Um, I try to make sure that everybody who wants to be seen is acknowledged, and not with just a quick name drop at the beginning, but truly connecting with them and making sure that they know that I'm interested in their participation in the chat. There are going to be some people who don't feel like they need to be seen. My lurkers, and I love my lurkers. If we have any going on right now, which the chat doesn't seem too poppin', so I think we probably do have mostly lurkers, but you know, those that do hop in on the chat, they are letting me know that they're there, and I want to make sure that they feel seen. So I try my best to acknowledge every comment and respond to it. If there are any questions, get them answered and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. I have 4 friends. It's cooked and 3 and Bali friends for the community. Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on. I have like 4 friends. It's cooked. LOL. And 3 and Bali friends from the community. Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. Like the majority of the people that I spend absolutely all of my time with are either people that I work with or people in my household. That's the majority of it. I do have occasions where, I get to interact with people outside of those 2 situations, but, those are few and far between. So I get it. Yeah. So I can understand that. And that's why I want to make sure that when people do interact in the chat, that they do feel like we're having a dialogue, that it isn't just them listening to me talk, that, I'm, tuning in and participating with those individuals. What's going on, Ghost Flipping? How are we doing today? How are we doing today? Today, I'm kind of talking through, today I'm kind of talking through the whole like how I end every stream saying I love you, and kind of explaining that that's not really a catchphrase, and kind of talking through what it is that I'm trying to do as far as my mark on the community and the community that I'm trying to build, and so we're just talking through that stuff, just to lay the groundwork and make sure everybody knows what's going on. Sauerkraut says, you do a good job, Unc. Don't need to find a specific content to do, or don't need to find a specific content to do. Just being, or just talking Bali and everyday life and being able to connect and chill is nice to have. Awesome. Ghost Flipping says doing well, and that hoodie is freaking sick. Thank you very much. I'm a big Naruto fan. The whole household is. We tried to get into Boruto too, but it fizzled out before we made it through. So, but Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, we have watched all of them. Big fans. Interviewing everyday flippers would be a nice, cool thing to help connect. Just a suggestion. Well, Sauerkraut, we have talked in the past. One of the things that I am gonna want to start doing is starting to do some sort of interview of sorts with people, throughout the community, to kind of bring those people, and their feedback from conversations that I can have with them, to you guys to, kind of better understand, who we have in the community. I think it would be really neat. So it's definitely something that I have in the works. Uh, I I did have one person that I had already reached out to ask if they would be interested in doing an interview. I wanted to give them sufficient time to consider it and let me know what their thought was. And we are getting to that time where I'm going to move on to the next person to ask, and which is totally fine. So we might see something coming in the works here relatively soon. We'll see. Um, let's see. I am in Flipper, LOL. I don't know what that means, LeBreton. Um, do I like solo leveling? I adore solo leveling. Um, I have only watched the anime. I have not read any of the manga, so I don't know the full lore, and I'm not 100% sure that I'm current on the anime. If I think I am, but because I think that they've had 2 seasons, and if they have, I have watched both seasons. Um, but if they've come out with a third, I have not seen it and would be behind. The manga was peak, sweet. Um, oh, Bali Unc, yeah. I mean, this is not the first time you have seen me in a Naruto hoodie, and every single stream I am drinking out of a Naruto cup. Yes, Bali Unc likes anime, very much so. Um, let's see. Ghost was that was so random. Good anime though. Nice. Yeah, and don't worry, we got our talking notes. We'll get back to them. We can take we can take breaks from the heavier stuff every now and then for a nice chuckle. What's going on, PS5? The only one. How are we doing? How are things? So far, I have been enjoying. I think what I have been watching of your content of late has been that series that you were talking about doing. Um, I believe. If that's the case, I've been enjoying watching that series. Um, so yeah, very cool. Let's see. Scott, I can quickly call you and show you something on the stream. It will be quick. I learned the Palm fan. No, I'm not gonna do that, but that's super awesome that you learned the Palm fan. If you want to send me a uh, flip clip so I can see it, that would be super cool. Or if you're gonna post a short, let me know. I will watch it. Well, don't let me know. I'll be notified that you dropped it, and I will watch it. That's awesome. I still remember having learned the Palm fan, and it was Artsy's tutorial that taught me how to do it. Uh, just I Yeah, I love the Palm fan. Um, let's see. Hunter x Hunter is one of my all-time favorites. I dream of the anime returning. So I'm not gonna lie, Hunter x Hunter is one of the animes that I have on my to watch list, but I haven't watched it yet. Ego, I am so sorry that I can't share your enjoyment of that one yet. Have I seen One Piece? It's your favorite anime. I have seen not every single episode. I can't remember where my son and I left off. We were working through every single episode, and we were in the Grand Line. We went through Cloud City. We were at the one like island uh, with the zombies and stuff. We watched through to I think the end of that, or we're still in that one. That's where I think I left off by way of One Piece. Uh, let's see. Jujutsu Kaisen has some peak animation recently. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. It is great. Um, let's see. I was so happy when I learned to Palm fan. Same. It's such a satisfying like that because the first fan that you're gonna do for the most well, no, I guess you have the just the the regular fan. But yeah, I mean, the next fan that you're going to do is going to be the palm fan, and once you have two fans, I mean, you know how to fan at that point. So it's like, I mean, that's how I would say, you know, I quantified its significance to me is it proved that, you know, that I was accomplishing something, that I was learning, uh, you know, flipping. I was progressing in my abilities. So yeah. I do have a Bali section of my Discord, Le Breton. So there you go. You're getting sick? Oh no, that sucks. Um, Palm fans are so great. I probably do that trick the most, LOL. I don't right now because my combos don't bring a lot of fans in. But when I am working on something that fanning is involved, I love getting into a fan. Plus, I have my my fanning that I do where I bring it. How do I get into it? This is not fanning for me. So where I kind of bring it backhand like this and rotate it around my hand like that. That's, man. Yeah, I don't know. I love fanning. Absolutely love it. Um, hey, can you mix it with, wait, what? Fans are so good. Hey, H can mix it with 8 ball. Um, that's what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Um, I don't know that I have worked out a behind the 8 ball fan thing. I don't know how I get into fans. It just naturally comes when I'm doing my what did I call it? I said you had intentional or learning flipping, um, mindless flipping, and exploratory flipping. When I'm doing my exploratory flipping, that's where I find myself getting into fans. Um, so I don't really know. I can't definitively tell you, oh, well, this is how I get into fans. I don't ever remember what I'm doing during the exploratory flipping. Unless I do something, then I stop myself and say, okay, let's figure out how I just did that. Anyone else in chat can do it? Or anyone else in chat do it? Do what? Um, I can palm fan. I don't really know any good ways to get into it though. Yeah, same. Um, other than just, starting with the palm fan and then using that to get into something else. So that's what I usually do is I will, start with the palm fan. So I'll have it closed, open it into a palm fan, and then roll that out until the handles come together and then go into a Z choker when I can get it. The stitches, I have to be more, there has to be finesse, and I don't always have that finesse. But then from there I get into my regular typical rollover flow. And I have a couple directions I go from there. Choker palm fan is really fun. Choker palm fan. I'll have to look that up. We're just confusing Unc with chats at this time, or at this point. LOL. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so we've kind of talked through how I try to address, the people that have more bad days than good days. or just are having a bad day. We've kind of talked through how I deal with the people that, don't feel seen, by the people in their lives. As to the people that never hear "I love you," though, I'm fortunate that I've always lived in households where "I love you" was a very common thing to hear. When I was growing up, I was always aware that I was loved in my household. I was always hearing "I love you." On bad days, on days where I was being a jerk, all the time, it was commonly said. And in my household, like I have I don't always wear it, but I have a pendant that I can wear that has a microphone that can help me capture notes and stuff. And one of the things that I have been able to confirm by use of this pendant is that not only for me, but for my entire household, the number one most common phrase that is spoken is the words "I love you." So I say "I love you" more than I say anything else. And our household says "I love you" more than our household says anything else, like "put away the dishes" or something. So, I've always been, very fortunate in that regard. Um, but that gives me a very blessed perspective that kind of illustrates just how important, it is to always have, or uh, how important those words will always be to the well-being of a person. When you're having hard times, when you're having bad days, any situation, good days, it is very impactful for someone to know that they're loved all of the time. So I have, I end every stream, thanking everybody for coming. Thank you, stopping by, saying hi, see you in the next one. And, I always say "I love you." But for me, oh, I call this Unc mode. What is Unc mode? When I just start reading through my notes, or the whole "I love you" thing. Yeah, so but for me, the whole "I love you" part, that's not a catchphrase. It's a statement of fact, while also being, a promise. We live in a world that has made it so acceptable to hate people because of something about them that literally has no impact whatsoever on us in any conceivable way. We live in a world. Oh yeah, like people hate because of the color of somebody's skin, because of the color of somebody's hair, because of the color of somebody's clothing, and are comfortable being open about that disdain. People hate because the pronouns that one person may feel fits them more appropriately. People hate because of who somebody loves. Um, but the thing is, I'm a very logical thinker. And if this world that we live in can bring about people who can hate you for absolutely no reason whatsoever, then there too must be people who can love you for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And when I came to this realization, it was it kind of lit a fire that had, oh, what did I say here? Um, it lit a fire that had, I don't know, I worded that wrong, but it turned something on in my heart, because if such a person could exist, even in this controlled hypothetical exercise that I was running through my brain, then that sort of person could be created. But, the thing with creating that kind of person, the kind of person that's going to love for absolutely no reason whatsoever, you can't force that on somebody. You can't say, okay, this is now your responsibility, because you're not loving for absolutely no reason whatsoever at that point. You are loving because you have been instructed to, which is not the same thing. So, this person couldn't be forced to do it. This person couldn't even be guided into doing it. Like, you couldn't manipulate somebody into, because then they're still not doing it for the right reasons. They're doing it because, they have been coerced into doing it in one way, shape, or form. This person would have to have seen the situation, the state of the world, identified the need, and the ability, and actively choose to become, kind of, the mold for this person, so to speak. But the thing is, I've seen the situation of the world and it makes me sick. I've identified the world's need for unbridled love to be poured in absolutely every direction as far as the eye can see. And I care so much that it hurts. So if anyone can, bring an unrestrained love for anyone who needs it, it would be me. So what I say to the, you can hate someone for no reason, is I will love someone for absolutely no reason. That's my default. So just know, when I end all of the streams saying I love you, I end all of the streams saying that because I love you. So that is why today's stream is an I love you, very chill Saturday stream. And that's what I got for my talking notes today, folks. How are we doing in chat? Unc is motivated. Unc is motivated. That is true. Absolute W. Thank you very much. Sticky agrees. Positivity and love is definitely needed these days. I could not agree with you more, Sauerkraut. Could not agree with you more. But that's what so that's what I try to do, is that's why I'm creating this, this community that we are, pulling together, just to make sure that if there's, anybody who wants to come along, wants to, tune into the live streams, join the Discord, whatever the case may be, it's all out there for anybody who needs it. So, so long as you guys show up, I will be here for you. Well, that's very touching, Scott. I deeply appreciate you and your presence in the community. Well, thank you very much, Ego. I appreciate you and your presence in the community too. And your presence in our community. Truly, you have been, one of the OG supporters, and I can't thank you enough for it. Yeah. So that is what I have for you all today. We'll give everybody some time, do some flipping, see if we want to keep going and get the chat involved, or if we're going to wrap things up, which is totally fine to do. Oh, that was a ring of shame, which is not totally fine to do. Listening to Unc talk about loving everyone while gaming is nice. Oh, good. Have you learned the twirl? The twirl. Yes, I know the twirl. Not the extended twirl, but I know the twirl. So the combo that I do that brings the twirl in is, let's see. No, that wasn't it. No. Right there. And then I do one twirl into an aerial, and then that's how I get out of it. That's a great trick for finger strength. And there are a lot of twirl related tricks I understand that are out there that are really good for that. And I know that I need to start working on that sort of drilling because I don't have the finger dexterity and finger strength. Which is one of the things that's keeping me from trying to uh, sneak my way into having ladders be under my category of I know how to do those. But I know right now I don't have the finger strength for a lot of that stuff. Good night, LeBreton. Have a great night. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a great evening. Have a great rest of the weekend. Um, I'm glad I'm glad I could pop in. I'm sorry I was so late. I'm glad you made it. Have a great weekend, my friend. Um, let's see. Sticky ordered a Revault and a Squiddy AL. They're on their way. How exciting! So, out of curiosity, which colorway did you go, and what blade type did you go with the Revault? If you don't mind my asking, you can keep it a secret if you would like. I don't mean to pry, but I am very curious. Let's see. All right, let's get back to some flipping. Speaking of the Revault, I will flip my Tonto Revault. Oh, Ring of Shame. You got a Jade Tonto? Nice. Nice. Ooh. I am excited for you. What did you do as far as the Squiddy AL? Did you get one of the anodized ones, like one of the colored ones, or did you go with the traditional aluminum? Ooh. Mm. Mm. Don't know what that was. Good night, sauerkraut. Have a good night. Looks like chat is continuing to stay pretty quiet. Looks like people are starting to drop out for the evening. I've been doing a lot of stand-up flipping today, so I think I'm going to drop my desk down, pull my chair in, and we'll see if we're going to start getting things settled down here. I'm not going to call it quite yet, but we'll start putting the desk in motion at least. I'm going to put up my Be Right Back screen real fast, and we'll get stuff set up. All right. Oh, my back is doing a lot of cracking. All right, so let's see. We got five people in the chat, or well, 5 people in the stream, maybe 6, all depending on the count. I think 5. Chat is being pretty quiet. My big news of the day, which isn't, I mean, I don't know how big a news it is. Everybody knows that I've been going, but my big excitement of the day is the fact that I'm now all set and ready to go for Blade Show. So Blade Show is completely 100% committed to for Bali Unc 2026 Blade Show East. I will be there the entire time, and I am so incredibly excited. I can't contain myself. Does the Refault come with that cool hard case I saw in some unboxing videos? No, it doesn't. It comes in a green cardboard. Nah, I mean it's a nice box, but it's just a green box. Crew says, "Woo Blade Show, woo Blade Show." I am so excited. It's just I'm starting to get a better idea of what Blade Show is going to be like, which is leading me to be more and more excited. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm just super excited to be able to get out there, take a look at all the booths, meet all of the people, meet any of you guys that are out there, at Blade Show this year. Yeah, super excited. It'll be very cool. But airline tickets are booked, hotel reservations are made. Only thing I need are the tickets, which I can get at the door if it comes down to it, but they're just not available for sale yet. All right. Well, it is quiet, and that is okay. But that usually to me indicates, because I've gotten through all of my talking notes, we're probably going to end up wrapping up stream, which is totally fine. We've been going for about an hour, 20 minutes. So we'll close up shop. For every lurker out there, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys had a good stream too. But Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. We'll see you guys in the next one. I love you.